we started our day at Walmart, picked up some groceries from the Save-On, and then we headed towards the Visitor Information Center of Whitehorse. Beautiful town, beautiful setup. It looks so different than our city, which is Maple Ridge. We loved it, and the Visitor Information Center is also very good. Day 7 today? Today is the day 7, and we are at Yukon Visitor Information Center, Whitehorse, and we're just going to grab some information about the Dahmster, Tombstone National Park, and the Arctic Circle. Then tomorrow we are heading to the next phase of the journey, which starts from here and hopefully ends at Arctic Ocean.
Are you excited, Mithal?
Are you excited, Mithal?
Yes.
From Visitor Center we grabbed some literature, maps and coloring book for the kids, and then we headed straight to the RV campsite for cleanup, laundry, washing and setting up all the stuff, so then we can be ready for our bigger leg of the journey. After setting up our trailer into the RV site, and after lunch, myself and kids we headed towards the wildlife preserve because I have to keep them entertained as well. And in the meantime we started laundry and everything, and then wife was going to take care of everything when we are away. Then it gets more efficient. That's the hard truth, but that's how it works. Like when the kids are not around, then you can work a little more efficiently, especially when you're traveling. The wildlife preserve has a long history. 1970s, Danny Nolan started accepting injured animals and the orphaned wildlife at the Yukon Game Forum, and then it continued on for the years and years, and officially the wildlife preserve was opened in 2012. Nowadays Dr. Maria is taking care of animals 24 hours 7 days a week with the help of a lot of interns and students. Those are passionate about taking care of the wildlife, and hundreds of animals has gone through this wildlife preserve, and it is a rehabilitation center for the wildlife. And we missed we were planning to go on the bus for the tour that is 5 kilometers into the preserve, but we missed the 4 o'clock bus, so we decided to walk the whole preserve, and luckily I had the bike and a cart in the truck bed, so now we're good to go. Are we good, guys? Ready to leave? These are the bisons. They're grazing far away in the field. Wood bisons. We are just taking the chance. We are walking into the wildlife preserve, and it's almost the time for the thunderstorm, as you just listened. Let's see what happens. We still have about 4.5 kilometers to go. After wood bisons, on the right hand side, we came across mule deers, and still the bisons are pretty close on the left hand side, just across the fence. That is so cool to be in this wildlife preserve. They are not far. That's interesting. Wow, that is the thunderstorm coming, and it's getting starting to rain. And I guess we are going to stuck in this rain. Let's see. Okay, so that thunderstorm got us, and we have no shelter, no rain gear, and we are just trying to find one shelter after the other. Okay, looks like we found some deers right here. Wow, there's so many. They look so surprised looking at us. Every single one is looking at us. Look at that. Look at this one. This guy up here. Here we go. All of them. There's so many. So it is still raining, and we are the only three around walking in this wildlife preserve. It's so close to nature. Wow. So the now scene has a little changed. Himmat got tired, so we got his bike, our bag, and herself in the cart. Now we are getting pretty close to the area of the muskox where they keep them, and these are protected animals in the Yukon since 1917. They have shaggy hairs all over their body, and they live in the loose herd of about up to 50 animals, and when they are threatened, they make a circle, keeping the young ones in the center and facing outwards for the defense. Very interesting animal. Uh, they have so many animals which belong to North, including caribou, um, and I was not able to have a picture from the front. And the moose is kept in very wide open area. I was not able to make so many videos because it was pouring rain, and then but I was able to take a couple of pictures. This moose was too far, but I guess picture came out okay. And then these foxes, um, the Arctic fox and red fox, they were just on the loose along our pathway in this preserve. When we came to the bisons, they were close to the fence. As soon as they saw us, they start they started to move towards the further end. And these goats, they are just amazing. I love them. They're so beautiful, and I want to take more pictures, but it was rain and thunderstorm. But we were still lucky that we made a good walk through the wildlife preserve, and on the way out, pretty close to the exit, we came across a lot of foxes. They were competing with each other for a hunt. It was pretty interesting, very interesting to see them in the wild. Kids enjoyed every single bit of it, and then by the time we get back to uh, the entrance, my daughter was too tired. Now we are almost at the exit and entrance of the Yukon Wildlife Preserve. Actually, it was great. What time it is?
6:28.
6:28. It was good. 2.5 hours walk. So we did that 5 kilometers, and we saw mule deer, bison, muck, 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 how do we say that? Muskox, and the goats and sheeps and lynx,
And
red fox and Arctic fox, but Arctic fox we were not able to see, and a lot of other foxes on the way out, and elk and caribou, and yeah, so even the mooses. So it has been great. So now we are uh, we are almost back to our truck, and this is how we started. We started, this little girl started on the bike and she ended up being in the cart, but that's good. She ride it a lot. So this is a must visit place, and you guys must visit if you are in the White House area.